Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Jay.
And I'm Sara.
And welcome back to the Jay and Sara channel. Today, we are revealing our top shocking reasons why we left the U.S. to move to Vietnam.
Jay and Sara hit the road and land the skies in hearts that glow. Pack their bags and off they go to chase the sun, the world to show.
All right, since we're talking about the top 10 reasons why we left the U.S. to move to Vietnam, you want to go first or you want me to go?
You can go first.
We'll break it down 5 and 5. So I'll go first. It's supposed to be ladies first, but
It's okay. You
I'll
can
go.
go first.
I'll go. All right, so my number one reason would have to be the affordability. It is so much more affordable living in Southeast Asia, Vietnam, where we living at, than the U.S. I tell you, our dollar stretches very far here. I still be amazed by the prices. I'd be like, what?
I'm like, babe, it's okay. We're not scamming them.
I really feel like we scamming them. I'd be like, yo, so you only gonna charge me 39 cents for that? You know?
That's a whole meal.
That's a whole meal. Right, it really is. But I was watching a video earlier on YouTube where this guy live in the States, and he was talking about he have 3 different jobs that he worked. 3 jobs. You know, one of his jobs pay $25 an hour, the other one pay like 18. He's a sound engineer and he makes like 35. He felt that he cannot quit any of those jobs just to make it, you know. Yes.
That is so insane because every single hourly amount that you just mentioned,
It's a high amount. Right. So
that's not even minimum wage. He's
working
making
just
a
to pay,
decent
he's
amount.
making a decent amount of money
That's
just to
crazy.
pay bills, you know. Like, you
That's
know,
crazy.
inflation is so real with the prices of food, insurance, travel, housing, just different things that you're paying in the US is way more cheaper out here in Vietnam. You know, we don't have to worry about those things in Vietnam. You know, everything. If y'all watch the video of our affordable apartment, I'll put it up over here. And the other one about the shocking things, I'll probably put it up over here somewhere. I hope I'm doing it right. I'm learning how to do that, so we put the videos so y'all can go back and watch that.
It'll be over here, over there.
Yeah. So based on the 30% rule, 30% of your income, your average income every month should go towards utilities and rent. And 50% of that is of American paychecks is going to that. So you're not living right in the U.S. You're really
No.
not, you know.
It's petrifying.
It
It's
really
scary.
is.
Yeah.
And 66% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's not a good feeling. I mean, we've been there, so we know how that is.
It is not a good feeling.
It's not a good thing. So that's one good thing that we love about living here in Vietnam. It's very affordable. And we can live good. We are right. We're not worried about too much.
Yeah, I feel like the debt to income ratio has flipped tremendously versus being in the US where our debt was just, that's what we were focused on.
Right.
Versus being able to save, being able to not necessarily survive, but being able to live.
Yeah, survive. You can say survive. I mean, the video I watched earlier, dude was worried about surviving.
That's
he was
crazy.
like, yo, I need to survive. You know,
Okay,
he's in his car, he talking, and he's stressed out. And I'm
That's
like, man.
crazy.
I even went on the video and put it like, yo, you should leave.
And you know what's so funny? So ever since we've made this transition, I feel like every solution to everyone's problem in the US is you should leave. I feel like that is a simple fix. My mom used to joke about running away all the time. And I think this is the perfect time to use that running away card. The perfect time. So don't feel bad about it. Just use the card.
And it's not running away from your problems, of course, but if you can live a better life somewhere else, why not? You know, and I think most Americans struggle financially. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, there's a select few people, you know, who's doing their thing, and hats off to you guys, you know, but a lot of people is struggling, you know, and you don't have to live like that. You really don't.
No,
So,
no.
and especially if you have a remote job,
Leave.
Get you a VPN and peace out on them, you know. And
Yeah.
definitely come out and relax and enjoy it, and, you know, enjoy your time while you're here.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely say that.
Yeah. Okay, so I will definitely have to say that my number 2 would have to be food. I love to eat, and being able to eat whatever I want and whenever I want and not feel guilty about that, I think. And mind you, Jay is extremely structured when it comes to his eating and his diet and what he's putting in his body. He's so much better than I am when it comes to that. And
She's very structured too. I'll I'll tell you all that. She's very structured with her nutrition.
but for him to be able to, I feel like eat whatever and for it to still be a part of your nutritional diet is extremely important. And we honestly do whatever we want whenever we want and not have to worry about the toxicity, not have to worry about hormones, not have to worry about preservatives. The word organic is not written anywhere. I haven't even seen that word since we've been here.
Everything's organic. Here.
Everything. Being able to grab a fruit off of a tree and just eat. So there is nothing of that nature where everyone is using the word organic. Oh, this is an organic meal, or is this organic? And in all actuality, just a heads up, it's really not organic. Because one of the things that really blew my mind is seeing eggs outside of the fridge. Right. Because it's genuinely organic, or cheese, or, like, I don't know.
It's real cheese. And that's one thing too, even for organic fruit, we go back to what I say for number one, it costs more. So if you want to eat healthier in the States, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah. So affordability is really the center as to why anyone would make a drastic decision as far as like leaving the States, because everything is surrounded by that. Everything is surrounded by the money. Everything is surrounded by our finances and the income and what you can afford and what you can't. So, yeah, I would definitely have to say food was my number two, because it is, because I feel like we're eating however we want, and I feel better than ever. I feel light. I feel healthy. Being able to go wake up in the morning, have a bami, drink a coconut, then have lunch at the vegan restaurant, then turn around and drink drink an organic smoothie. And again, I'm using that word organic very loosely, but to know that there's no preservatives and no type of hormones in my mango smoothie is a plus for me.
Definitely a plus. I had that mango smoothie today, and it was real good. It was real good.
What's your number three?
My number three would probably have to be minimalism, right? So America is built on materialistic things, having the big house, the big car, the nice car, all the clothes, designer, shoes, and everything, and definitely making a shift. Living in Vietnam has changed that drastically. Don't get me wrong, I still, I like a nice suit, a nice pair of Air Force Ones every once in a while, a nice watch, and it'll smell good, put a little smell good on. But it's not so much as abundance of it as in the United States.
Yeah.
I remember when we was moving here, I'm like, if it don't fit in the suitcase, it's not going, so left a ton of clothes behind, a ton of shoes behind. And we had an abundance of so much things that we don't even much need. And that's one thing that Asia has taught us both, that you don't really need a lot. Especially the people out here, they don't pride of what they have. It's more, they based on your character of the person that you are. In America, we see, this person have Gucci this, Prada this, Burberry this, and that. And you base them, you judge their character based on what they have.
Yep.
And in Vietnam, it's not like that. It's totally different. And like I said, if you're a good person, you're a good person. So I really like that about out here. I have a few little outfits I took. We definitely want to go shopping every once in a while and get a few new things, but it's not as important as it was in the United States.
No.
And I had a corporate job. I had to go to an office looking a certain way. I had to have several outfits. But at the same time, it's like, it's really not worth it.
It's not necessary.
I really enjoy having a minimum of clothes. Having, 3 or 4 pair of shoes is good.
Yeah, and not to
mention, as a woman, it's different as a woman, because, women, y'all love y'all shoes.
I do. I do. But you know what plays in my head all the time is the story that my mom used to tell me every single time. And I'm pretty sure every single Black person can agree with this. That story where our parents would tell us, back in my days, I only had 7 pairs of shoes for every day of the week. And it's so funny because we're constantly traveling. And because we're constantly traveling, if our goal is to be true digital nomads and travel the world, one of the things that we want to keep in mind is we need to travel light. So I don't want to haul all of these things behind us. Granted, we want to have like a base in about 3 different countries. But for the most part, though, I don't want to carry a bunch of things to just go elsewhere. I don't want to do that. I think that having a minimal amount of clothes right now, which is the most shocking thing that I will ever say in my life, has been very freeing. I think it's so
I
odd.
agree with you 100%.
It's so odd. Like, we do the laundry and hey, our clothes is ready again.
Right.
Like, they're there for a reason, especially if you have good quality clothes. I don't understand why we need to have 50 different hats, 50 different pairs of shoes, 50 different this. I don't understand it. Do not get me wrong. And this is, keep in mind, you guys, this is today's Sarah. Tomorrow, Sarah could be completely different.
Right, yeah, where we got these clothes from?
I'm subject to change.
I don't think I'm changing no time soon. You know, I really enjoy it. Like I said, I left so much stuff back in the United States. It's
No, yeah, you're different. Like, I'm surprised that you're not subject to change, because Jay left, like, he had more clothes than me in the United States, and I felt like, you're leaving everything. Like, babe, half of these things have tags on them.
Yeah, I still have stuff with tags on it.
And he's like,
you can never have enough, and that's one thing too. Like I said, you could never have enough.
That is
I'm like,
yeah. That's
what's the
facts.
purpose of this? You know, so
Yeah.
I definitely feel a whole lot better of not having all that baggage. I tell you that.
Yeah.
I tell you that. So that was number 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So
number 4 would be on you.
My number 4 would have to be networking. Networking.
Okay.
Yes. I honestly do love the way that the culture represents business and how they do business here and the way that they network here. I feel as if anyone can walk into any business, and as long as you are presentable, you're in. You can have a conversation with the CEO. You can have a conversation with the point of contact without being judged for not pulling up in a Lamborghini or a Rolls Royce, or not pulling up with a suit. One of my favorite things to see, and we laugh about this all the time, which is seeing the people extremely dressed up and they have on their button-up shirt and their slacks and their flip-flops.
Flip-flops. I like you. I gotta get with that.
I was like, babe, you gotta get a professional flip-flop, because they got professional flip-flops.
Yeah. Like, you know what? It's hot out here. You know, your feet gotta be cool.
Yes, and I
You
get
don't be
that.
sweating.
And that's so fun to me. I think it's really great to experience that culture, because that's something that you can't walk into a meeting in the US with flip-flops on. Not a thing. And yeah, so being able to make those connections, like Jay mentioned before, just purely off of character is extremely I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for people trusting you for people trusting you first versus not trusting you, right? Having that what is it? Innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
That is what's here. And I appreciate that, because you're able to network. The connection is crazy. And no one is judging you based off of your looks.
Yeah. I mean, our first 2 clients, I mean, they trusted us as soon as we came in. We ate some food with them. They cooked for us, and we pitched to them our idea, what we had, and it was like, you know what?
Sold.
They sold, and you know,
And
we
that was
developed
it.
a relationship with them, and now, you know, we still want to continue that relationship with them and build on bigger and better things. So it's all about relationships out here.
Yeah.
And networking is very, very good.
It is, and I appreciate that. What's your 5?
5. Okay.
Are we on 5 already?
Yeah, we're on 5 already. Wow. this video is going by quick. All right, number 5, I have to say politics, but the lack of politics out here. I'm not going to get into politics too much because
It's not our thing.
It's not our thing. I don't follow it too much. But just seeing the circus that's going on in the United States right now, it's crazy. You know, so even talking to foreigners out here, and they be like, y'all from the States, I almost feel embarrassed to be like, yeah, I'm from the States. And they be like, what's going on with y'all president or this or that? I'd be like, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, you know, everybody have their issues and problems, but to say we live in a communist country, it's more freedom than anything out here.
Oh my gosh, we talk about that all the time.
All the time.
So much more freedom. And to be honest with you, I've always been pretty disconnected when it comes to politics. When I was living in the States, people would say things like, oh, we're going to war. No, America is going to war.
Yeah.
I'm love. I don't go to war. Or like, you know, we're going through a financial crisis. No, America's going through a financial crisis. I can't keep accepting all of the burdens and
even with the whole
issues.
Democrat and Republican thing, like, it's just a war between those two parties just to figure out, like, just meet in the middle and figure some stuff out, and just do what's right for the country, and that's what we don't, you know, we don't like, and we don't like I said, I know a lot of people who call me and they actually scared of what's going on in the country right now.
And that's
so it's like,
sad. And I feel, honestly, my heart goes out to everyone to make a difficult decision. Because to be honest with you, that's a difficult decision because you're picking between two poisons, is how I feel. It's not really, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited to vote for A. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited to vote for B.
and that's what we step in too. It's like, hey, we're the guinea pigs of leaving out and letting y'all know, like, hey,
You don't have to make this decision.
you don't have to make a decision.
It's kind of, you know what it feels like? Sorry to interject, babe.
That's all good.
It really honestly feels like being children and your parents are going through a divorce and you have to pick between if you want to live with mom and dad.
Yeah, that's difficult.
But you love both of your parents in a
Right.
sense. And I'm using love and not, dislike, but it really, or you dislike both of your parents and you have to make a decision to live with either one of them. You probably don't want to live with none of them. And I think that's what it feels like having to, during this political debate right now. And I don't think anyone should have to endure that. So you already know what we're going to say. You can leave.
Yeah, peace out. All right, so what number are we on now? We on...
Babe.
I forgot.
6.
We on 6. Okay, we on 6.
It's
your turn, right?
Yes, number 6 is me, and I definitely will have to go with safety. Safety will definitely be my number 6. And the reason why I'm choosing safety is because America gave me that, what's the word I'm looking, what how do the Americans say? Oh, hide your kids, hide your wife. That's the feeling that, being in America gave me. And honestly, it is the complete opposite here. Children are walking down the street and
9:00 at night.
yeah, they're playing with each other. They're running around in their homes and the teenagers are playing and the women are just doing their thing and no one is afraid of getting snatched. No one is afraid. They're not snatching the children off the street. They're not snatching the women off the street. You do get your occasional, I have heard stories about it. I haven't experienced it.
Right. Matter of fact, a guy, not to interject what you were saying, but a guy commented on the video earlier. He was like, hey, how you feel about wearing jewelry out there?
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah, I was like, and hope he's watching. And I was like, I kind of respond like, I'm a big guy. I don't think nobody want to try me. But not to look like a tough guy or anything like that. But you don't have, and I told him like, it's only like a $5 chain. Like if they snatch it, it's theirs. I don't care. but I don't see that kind of behavior. I don't feel that tension out here at all. Like it's a very safe place. Like I said, you see women walking 11, 12, 1 o'clock. When we first moved here, we were staying in a hotel and I went out to get some cash. I went to try to get some cash and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Cause we're just getting used to the time change. So I'm trying to like get used to it. I'm up late. I think we wanted some five. I said it right.
Full five. One of them.
We wanted some soup and I was like, yo, let me go get some cash. Cause nobody was taking cars in our area. So I'm walking around and it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I see people just walking. I'm like, this is crazy. You would never see that in the United States.
Yeah, families walking with their children. And it's just extremely different. Like when we heard stories of, like people snatching phones or the occasional people stealing bikes. However, take my phone, just don't take me. I'm cool with that.
It's all replaceable, right?
Yeah, so I would definitely have to say safety for whichever number we're at right now. And so what's your next number?
I forgot what number we are. I think would be number 7.
Yeah.
7. Number 7 would have to be health. Health is very important to us. For those who don't know, I used to be a very big guy. I used to be 330 pounds, and I lost over 150 pounds. I'll put the picture down there so y'all can see. I was getting ready for a bodybuilding competition. So I take my health very serious of, being pre-diabetic. I had high blood pressure. A lot of things of just dealing with living in America with the food. And I don't think it was, a lot of, matter of fact, I think it's 50% of Black Americans are overweight and obese. I was reading that. I'm like, what? Are you serious?
That's crazy.
And it's not, I don't believe it's so much, our fault in the U.S. of eating, because every corner you look at, it's a McDonald's, it's a Burger King, It's, Popeyes, it's fast food, and even in the grocery stores, the things that are affordable, the cookies, the chips. And don't get me wrong, every once in a while I like some cookies and, I do some chips every blue moon. But even the junk food here tastes different.
Oh, yeah.
It's not all the chemicals and stuff in there too. So I'm definitely taking the health serious, like I said, like you were saying earlier with the food. The food is organic. You don't have to worry about too much of eating all the pesticides and all the bad stuff that's in the food, the GMO foods and things like that. So definitely taking your health serious is a plus. That's one big thing for us. We love we love taking care of ourselves. And that's very important for us, so.
And they make it extremely, not only affordable, but possible for you to really say like, hey, I want to go work out. As you guys already know, we typically work out Jay works out every single morning.
I try, yo. She gives me a lot of credit because the last few days I've been kind of slacking a little bit. I've been tired. I was like, I've been getting up a little late.
He's talking about the last few days for him. Like, he looked at me this morning like, babe, the beach workout? And I was like, we finished praying out right in bed. I was working. So
she was able to make it.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on our Trip Them books, which is coming soon, and I wanted to finish that. But however, though, they really make it extremely possible for everyone to have that opportunity because they're not charging you for the equipments that they do have laying around on the beach. It's just, it's free. So versus the US, that's not free.
I want to get a gym membership as soon as we moved here, and I'm like,
I know he hasn't even done that, which I'm so shocked.
I'm shocked. I'm like, I want to go to the gym.
I'm so shocked.
My cardio, I can run on the beach. They have weights on the beach. They have a pull-up bar. Everything we need on the beach. So I don't even have to get a gym membership.
Versus
boom, saving money right there.
Right, another way. And when we were in LA, we do remember that to work out on the beach.
On Muscle Beach, they charge you
$10.
$10 just to work out on Muscle Beach. I'm like, man,
ridiculous. So I think health definitely is a great one because being able to do that here has been great and an amazing experience because we're not overthinking it. It's just happening naturally.
Yeah. I think it was 8.
Was it?
I think it was 8. I'm looking at my notes.
We're going to figure this out. Y'all you're going to know.
We're going to put the numbers in there for y'all. But we just going off the top of the head.
Yeah, we're having a good
it's
time.
It's all organic. I have my laptop right here.
And I have my phone and I'm occasionally looking at what my pointers are. However, it's not happening how we
so please excuse us for messing up the numbers.
But the next one for me, whichever number that is, number 9 will
Number
definitely have to be spiritual growth. I think being in the U.S. and having to constantly focus on the builds and the financial stability and all of those things. If you are not spiritually grounded and don't have an understanding of who the Lord is, you're going to be pulled into that cycle of worrying about the bills, worrying about how you're going to make it, worrying about food, worrying about your health, worrying about all of these things because it's constantly being promoted. They're throwing that. You turn on the TV, they're talking about, the health crisis, the politics, the financial
social media.
Yeah, all of these things, they're everywhere. And I think that being here gave us an opportunity to focus on gratitude. Because when I see the level of entrepreneurship that is here and I see, the way that people live their lives and how they prioritize family and they prioritize friendships and they prioritize love, it just makes it extremely easy to say to yourself, like, hey, you know what? I'm worried about the wrong thing because this 100-year-old woman is playing in the sand,
Right.
and that was a real situation.
It really took me a minute to break out of it, of just that feeling of fear and so much of worrying back in the States of like, worrying about, financial problems or, people or just in general of just having, such spiritual attacks going on and have to, really moving across the country, you isolate yourself from a lot of the stuff that was in the States, So it's like we moved 15, how long the plane ride was?
24 hours.
Literally a 20-hour flight, so really moving halfway around the country and letting go of a lot of things, it felt good.
Halfway around the world.
Yeah. It really felt good, it felt good to be able to realign yourself spiritually. So I definitely understand that. And see how that could be a solid number 9.
Yeah, yeah, that is that number 9, babe?
I'm pretty sure that's a number 9. I'm pretty sure that's a number 9.
All right, so what's your next one?
So that'll be 10, right?
No, that's what I'm telling you. It can't possibly be number 9 because I have so much more to say.
All right. Well, we're gonna figure
No,
that out.
that's your number. This is your number 9.
So, my bad. So that was
Yes.
number 8, y'all.
Yes.
That was number 8. Sorry about that. So my number 9, can you finish it off?
I sure do.
Right, my bad, y'all. All right. My number 9 would have to be racism. So leaving, especially as a black man in the United States, I think I can speak for all of us, having fear of getting pulled over by police or just being, just being in the wrong place at the wrong, at the wrong time.
Or the wrong place at the right time.
At the right time, right. It's, you don't get that out here. You don't really get that out here in Vietnam, amazingly. We get the looks, I don't think it's a racist look that, that you get. I think people just like, wow, I don't see a lot of black people out here. It's like a difference of, like, wow, these people here, it's not so much of a, it's more of a curiosity.
Yeah,
it's more of a curiosity.
And a
of
celebration because it's something that they've never seen before. And so, yeah, I can see how that
we feel like celebrities. They want to take pictures with us. They're like, hey, you want to take a picture?
They want to touch Jay's beard or my hair. And
I'll be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's completely different. I can see why that would be your number 9.
And if people don't like you, they just stay away from you.
They do.
Give you a look and they just stay away. They're not going to
and you can
let
tell.
you know they don't like you. They'll probably give you a look and be like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, and just stay away, But it's nowhere near, racism in the United States.
Where you're getting shot at or you feel unsafe, which goes back to the safety again. It doesn't feel like that at all. It doesn't.
Racial profile for no reason.
Yeah, I can walk into a store, and this actually happened when I went to Malaysia, which is completely. I need to do a video for that, but and this really happened where I'm walking in the store, and I remember they're following me in the store, and my first instincts was to say, you know what, I'm just gonna leave because I don't like the fact that they're following me. I'm just observing. I'm not trying to take anything. And one of the workers walked up to me and was like, hi, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I want to take your picture. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not in the States. I totally forgot. I'm thinking they're following me around because they think I'm going to steal something. And in all actuality, they're following me around because they appreciate the difference. And so that was really beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful. So
yeah.
I definitely don't miss the racism in the States.
I don't miss that either.
Don't miss that, so definitely good. So let's go into number 10.
Which, finally.
Right. We're fumbling around with that, but we're at number 10 right now.
It's family. For me, number 10 is family. And the reason why I am choosing number 10 to be family is because the level of loyalty that I see here in Vietnam with people and their families. They are with them in the morning on the beach, and come the afternoon around, when the sun is setting, they are also hanging out on the beach. And then during the dinner time, they're having dinners at all of these restaurants. These restaurants are packed during dinner time because of the amount of families that are hanging out. And that's something that you don't see every day in the U.S. You do not see tons.
Families going to the beach
50.
together.
You don't see that. Or having dinner together. And I'm talking grandma, grandpa, I'm talking the gang. Because typically in the U.S., grandma and grandpa, they're going to the nursing home. And that's what people, that's what the social status pushes on people is like, hey, your parents get old, you throw them in a nursing home. And that's not the case here. Your parents get old, they get to move in with you and your husband. Or your husband and, your wife and you. It doesn't necessarily happen that way. And I love that here. I love seeing all the families together. One of the things that stuck out to me is that I didn't even know that. I looked at the research for this video precisely. And did you know that between 765,000 people to 833,000 people in the U.S. per year are getting a divorce?
Wow. Yeah, I can believe
Almost 1 million people are getting a divorce
Is that per year?
Per year.
Wow.
Isn't that insane? That blew
insane.
my mind. That honestly blew my mind. I mean,
That's insane.
I was mind blown for about 2 seconds, and then I kind of shook my head to the right and said,
But I get it. I mean,
it's a business.
everything that we talked about plays a factor in that.
It does.
So,
It does.
Definitely financial reasons, health reasons,
Mm-hmm.
so much other things that plays a factor in there. I can understand that.
And that's so mind blowing because one of the things that, when I was going through my divorce and filing for the documents, the way that America pushes for women or just parties, whether it's the man or the woman, to have to make a selection on if you want to put the other party on child support or if you want to have alimony is bizarre. Like, it was about 20 documents, and out of those 20 documents, I do not know how many times I had to answer, no, I don't want alimony. No, we don't have children. There is no child support. Those questions being repeated so many times, at some point, you're going to change your mind.
Right.
And be like, what the heck?
You know what? Yeah, let me get child
let
support.
me get some alimony.
Right.
And I think the repetition is obviously, since it's a business, it's there for a reason. And that was, it was staggering to see that almost 1 million people are getting divorced in the U.S. per year. It's sad.
It is
so,
sad. Not only that you mentioned family, I like the fact that you mentioned family because I think a part of this journey is showing our parents too and being able to take our parents from out of the States and get them to come and visit and show them like, hey, it's a better life out here. It's really a better life out here. And get them to explore. I know my parents haven't been out there. Well, I don't know if my dad have been out. I think my dad been out the States before. But I don't think my mom, she'd never been out the States before. So
not being able, and this was our first time out of the country. Like, I've traveled outside of the States, but we've never traveled I haven't traveled outside the country. You have. Yeah. I haven't traveled outside of the country. This was my first time. I mean, I was born in Haiti, but that doesn't count. I was in the U.S. since I was like 5. But I think being able to introduce them to this lifestyle, because majority of the people are typically just waiting until they're about 65 for their retirement money to enjoy their lives. And it's like, you know what?
You're not promised 65, I'll tell you that.
You don't know. We have no idea what we're promised. And to be able to say, hey, you know what? I have this amount of money in the bank and I'm just I think I'm a bet on me. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna leave. I don't think I'm gonna wait till, I think
if my parents listening, y'all ain't going to the nursing home. I'm coming to get y'all. And y'all coming to Vietnam.
Come on down, Ma.
Yeah, so y'all definitely, we feel that way though, I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Because it's a role reversal, y'all take care of us when we kids. And when y'all get a little bit older, y'all become like kids. Y'all already stubborn. Make y'all do everything. So be like, nah, come on, this is what y'all doing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's funny. Y'all are really enjoy it.
Different. People are typically waiting to get retired to do this anyway. So why not?
They enjoy it.
Why?
Really enjoy the life. It's the beach, it's the good food.
Oh, the good food.
You're trying to sell them. Good food.
But you know what it is too? When we have conversations with people that we do see that are senior citizens that have chosen this route and saying that they're visiting different countries and now that they're finally retired, they're looking at us like, you guys did it at the right time.
Right.
We should have done it when you did it. So you guys are extremely smart for doing it now. Because honestly, why wouldn't you want to do that? God made the whole world, and he made the whole world so that we can experience the whole world. And just because you were born somewhere doesn't mean you have to die there. Like, physically, mentally, spiritually, you don't have to die there. And so
it's an experience altogether though. Like, why not? Some people are like, oh, I don't like traveling. Like, how you know you don't like traveling if you never traveled? You know what I'm saying? But this experience different cultures and people and, have fun and, try different food. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing. And
can't beat that with a baseball bat.
We're getting that on the shirt. That's a new merch coming out. That's a new merch.
Yeah.
That's new merch.
That's our top 10 reasons.
Top 10.
Which probably feels like 25.
I know we fumbled, but we definitely gonna have a bit. We definitely gonna have a bit there. Like I said, we just being us. We being real. We, it's our first time doing our channel, so we haven't wrote it down perfectly. We like to freestyle. We don't like reading off of teleprompters and stuff like that.
It doesn't work for us.
It don't feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
I like just being natural and just just being us. I think that's the best way to reach out to people and grow an audience, of course.
Yeah. So
we're trying to we make content for you guys. So
we hope you like this one.
We hope you like it. So thank you, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
We on the road, yeah, flying high, seeing the places beaches, reaching the sky. Jay and Sara bringing you along. Every moment feels just like a song. From the mountains to the sandy beaches, every adventure each one teaches. Trekking the world, see the sights. With you subscribers, our guiding lights. Thank you for the ride. You're the reason we're worldwide. Join the trip, yeah, come see more. Follow us as we explore. Trip and program, don't forget. Together we ain't done yet. Buy us a coffee, join the fun. Subscribe a family, next stop the sun. Every view, we couldn't do this without you. Every comment, every share, it's your love that takes us there. Thank you for the ride. You're the reason we're worldwide. Join the trip, yeah, come see more. Follow us as we explore. Trip and program, don't forget. Together we ain't done yet. Buy us a coffee, join the fun. Subscribe a family, next stop the sun.